we'll get back to your football calls here in a second. I want to give you this quick Steve Cohen point because I think it's important that you hear it and recognize what's going on. When Steve Cohen first bought the team and he was all over Twitter, it was cute. Oh, look, the new owner. He's engaging with the fans. He's asking the fans what they think. And we all applauded that, right? What a great guy, a man of the people.
I love it, yeah.
He's
the
reaching out.
Anti-Jeff Wilpon.
Yes, exactly.
Antithesis of Jeff Wilpon.
He's connected with the fans. He's answering random questions. He's wearing Mets stuff. He's taking Christmas photos, the whole bit, right?
Yep.
All good. But there comes a point where you can't toy with the fans and not deliver on things because the fan base at some point will say, hey, time out. Stop effing around with me. And for me, that happened in the last 36 hours. Steve Cohen put out a couple tweets. The first tweet was, and I'm paraphrasing it here, do you think I should check in with Sandy Alderson to see what's going on at the winter meetings? Like, this is the owner of the team who's now kind of mocking the fact that the winter meetings have just begun.
Right.
Sandy Alderson is there, and he's pretending to not know what's going on. Do you think I should be in touch with him and find out what's going on? All right, maybe you laughed that one off. He's being cute. Then came yesterday. Do you have these tweets in front of you?
I have it right in front of me.
I want you to read, if you don't mind, Evan.
Okay.
The 2 tweets, or was it 3?
It was 3 tweets,
right.
And it was within 3 minutes of each other. So he fired them off.
So now it's a riff on a famous commercial, but this is Steve Cohen yesterday. Do one at a time, and I'll walk you through why it's problematic.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Stop right there. Now, you're a diehard Met fan. The owner just went out and said, do you want the good news or the bad news? Now, if you're a diehard Met fan that's hanging on every word, hoping that George Springer becomes a Met, Trevor Bauer becomes a Met, whoever else becomes a Met, and the owner, who's been very interactive with you about what's going on, puts that out as a standalone. Now, it was only a minute or two later.
It was very quick.
But when that standalone tweet comes out, he's effing with you. He's messing with your heart and soul as a Met fan. Because what's the obvious reaction?
Well,
oh my God, who did we sign? Who did we miss out on?
And here's the key, because I did this in real time, believe it or not. It was about 8:45, and I'm on a Mets text chat, and I get this tweet sent to me 30 seconds after it's issued. So I'm dealing with this in real time. I didn't see the end result.
Okay.
Because of the do you think I should call Sandy to find out what's happening in the winter meetings tweet 2 hours earlier, I'm under the assumption he's going to announce something. Steve Cohen's going to actually make a free agent signing announcement on Twitter, because why else would you be so condescending or so sarcastic to say, you think I should call Sandy?
Right.
Like, to me, I thought he tweeted that because I got something.
I
and
thought
I'm going to
so
deliver.
too.
Okay. So when he tweets, you want the good news or the bad news, I'm expecting, wow, this guy's so cool. He's going to break us news on Twitter.
He's going to be the one that breaks it, not one of the John Heyman. The owner's going to announce to Met fans, I just agreed to spend X amount of dollars on blank player. Now,
correct.
He follows right up though.
Yes.
And he says,
the good news.
Oh, the good news. And I'm like, oh my God, here comes the good news. Here comes the good news. They got Springer. They got Bauer. What's the good news?
I think I lost 2 pounds.
And right there, the line has been crossed.
Done.
You can refer to it as jumping the shark if you want.
Yep.
But right there, he crossed the line from, this is awesome, my owner's talking to us, engaging with us, to now he's effing around with you and treating you like peons. Now he's Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. Guess what, Met fans? I've got great news, knowing full well that all 10 million of you are now like, yes, I can't wait. You lost 2 pounds? Really? That's what you interrupted my night with? You got me all hot and bothered. You set me up. We got good news.
Yep.
My owner's reaching out to be that guy that we hope he is. And you're going to drop that line on me? Slippery slope.
I'm not going to lie to you. You know I'm a big Steve Cohen guy. I love his beautiful money. I still fantasize about it. I pinch myself he's the owner. That 10-minute period last night, I'll tell you, it ticked me off.
Sure.
I was annoyed at Steve Cohen. For the first time in his ownership, I was annoyed with the guy.
Because he set you up?
Because he was toying with me.
Now.
And it wasn't, and here's the thing, it wasn't funny. Like, I didn't laugh and say, oh, he's got sense of humor. It wasn't funny. It was just annoying.
He King James you. He Marie Antoinetted you. He reminded you, in my opinion. Now, listen, this could change today if they sign Springer.
And I think it will in the next few days, by the way.
But right now in the moment,
yes,
he just reminded you that he's worth $14 billion and you're a peon. That's all that was. That was, I'm better than you.
No, I didn't take it that way.
I'm toying with you.
No.
Hey, stupid cat, chase after the red laser. That's all that was.
No. That's no.
That's
so,
what it
okay,
was.
so that's where I differ with you. I didn't think it was that. I think it was he's trying too hard now. There wasn't any evil intentions. He's just trying too hard.
What was the bad news?
Oh, and here's the bad news, and tell me if this made up for the good news.
All right.
The bad news is I got nothing to report. Things are developing slowly, so hang in there.
Now, here's my question.
Now, that was his serious tweet.
If he went bad news first and then went good news, would the good news have at least been more, would you have been more accepting of the good news?
No.
Like, okay, that's funny.
The reversal didn't work.
Didn't work for you.
No, because I knew, I'm glad he did good news I lost 2 pounds, because he told me immediately, I'm just messing with you. There was no buildup. I didn't even wait for the third tweet because I was like, all right, well, there you go. Nothing's happening. This is just an example of he's just trying too hard now.
And
I still love the guy.
Maybe a little out of touch with the common man. Maybe.
But you know where you may be wrong and I may be wrong? I looked at the mentions, and the Met fans on Twitter ate the whole thing up. Ate it up. You're the king. You're so funny. I love you.
Listen,
ate it up. I didn't eat it up.
Frank the Tank is not necessarily representative of all fans.
No, I'm not saying it represents all fans, okay? I'm just merely saying if you slide into Cohen's mentions, most Met fans bought it. It was the first time, and I'm sure first of many, because I'm a diehard fan, it was the first time he ticked me off. He annoyed me.
Well, I thought
it wasn't funny.
I thought it was condescending.
Wasn't cute. It was just like, come on, dude.
I thought it was, I'll tell you, that's how I read it. You just got Marie Antoinette. Let him eat cake. Good news. I lost 2 pounds. I'm worth $14 billion, and I have nothing else to tell you. But you're gonna wait on every breath of mine.
I don't think that would.
Every time I speak, you're gonna think it's about the Mets.
No, he's just trying to be funny.
I tell you what.
He's trying to be Craig Carton. He's trying to make you chuckle.
Then here's what he ought to do. You should announce today bacon on a stick is back at Citi Field. That's what you ought to do.
You know what, though? That wouldn't do anything for me. Because now I'm all about the players. You can give me black jerseys. You can give me Old Timers Day. Give me bacon on a stick. Give me whatever you want. Now it's about the meat and the potatoes of this offseason. And I'm not blaming him for signing, because think about it. Who's been signed? Really nobody. Charlie Morton? Adam Eaton? Lance Lynn being traded? Nothing has happened that's annoying me. So I'm not mad. It's not like they missed out on anybody.
You haven't lost out on a guy you wanted yet.
No.
Yet.
When that happens, I'm going to tell you right now, if George Springer, not that he's my number one guy, but he is a premier free agent, I wouldn't cry if they signed him. George Springer signs with the Blue Jays today, there's going to be a problem.
Word amongst the insiders is that George Springer's a lock to be a Met.
I think he will be a Met.
Not sure if that works for you or not, or Met makes you happy.
Look, here's the bottom line, okay? If the Mets land, and I think I speak for most Met fans, I have my preferences, and I could list how I'd build this team, that's fine. If they land one of the premier free agents, that will be a good sign to the Met fans. Hey, things are truly different. I don't think the expectation is they got to go sign everybody.
What if he wrote this? What if he wrote, good news, I saved 15% of my auto insurance today? Or what if he gave you this one? What if Steve Cohen came out and said, I slept in a Holiday Inn Express last night?
Nothing would have worked, bro.
No, like
nothing.
What if he starts doing that now?
Oh, it's just going to build up the disgust.
What if he becomes repetitive in toying with you Met fans?
I hope he doesn't.
Right?
I hope he doesn't, because I didn't like last night.
Boop, boop, red laser on the wall, and you're just a pussycat chasing the red laser. And the owner has you right by the balls. He speaks, you gasp. Good news. Slept in a Holiday Inn Express last night. Good news. Saved 15% of my auto insurance. Good news.
Can't come up with more. What else you got?
Better get Mako. I don't know. What other good news is there? Is there anything else out there?
Here's the bottom line. His next tweet better be, I've delivered you on a free agent. That's it.
I wonder if he could fix the soft pretzel problem in New York. That would be good.
I got bigger fish to fry than your soft pretzel problem.
I don't know. Is there anything
Center
bigger?
field, catcher, bullpen help, an arm in the rotation behind Jake. I think those things are slightly bigger than your soft pretzel
I think
problem.
if you came out with a brand new New York soft pretzel, the Philly style, I think you could corner the New York soft pretzel market.